Welcome to a vlog. This was kind of impromptu. I wasn't really planning on sitting down and filming a vlog. It's Sunday, June 24th, and the day started off like pretty good. I got up this morning and I filmed the actual collection part of the powder blush part of my blush makeup collection video. You know, you guys, I'm currently filming my makeup collection. Everything was going good. Got that done kind of early. It was like 9:30. I was finished with that. Decided, you know what, I got the kitchen cleaned up, got a little laundry going, doing pretty good, having a pretty good day, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a seat on the couch and just kind of chill and relax before I go upstairs to take a shower, because I also wanted to film my trying on the new makeup from Shop Miss A. That did not happen. Not even 2 minutes after I sat down on the couch, I hear this crash coming from upstairs, and I'm thinking something happened to my son's room, so I'm calling his name, and he goes, "Mom, your shelf fell down." And I'm like, "What shelf?" And he goes, "The shelf by your closet." So I'm thinking he's talking about the bookshelf, you know, where I keep all of my skincare and all my backups and stuff like that. And I thought maybe something had fallen off the shelf and like just crashed or something. So I go upstairs to check to see what's going on, and nope. That is not it. One of the shelves where I actually store my eyeshadow palettes and my background had fallen. So let me show you what it is looking like right now. I wish I had taken some footage of what it actually looked like when I first saw it, but this is what we have now. As you can see, the bottom two shelves are not on the wall. When I first walked in, the bottom shelf was just hanging, like it was literally just dangling. All of my ColourPop palettes were all up in here and all over the place. So I took that down, went ahead and took down the shelf, took down the palettes and everything. And as I was doing that, I noticed that the second shelf was looking like it was like hanging by a thread, like the shelf was just going to fall and crash any second now. So I went ahead and took the palettes off and I took that shelf down too. Thankfully, this one is still secure. It is not loose at all. I have palettes all over the floor, palettes all over the bed. These are the shelves, floating shelves that were hanging on the wall. Now, the wall is plaster. Now, when you have plaster, you can't just go drilling into the wall. You have to have anchors and supports for the screws to go into. So these are the anchors, and as you can see, some of them broke. I know that I can go like to Home Depot, go to their hardware store and get some replacements and fix these and get these back up, but this is the thing. Even if I do that, because of the fact that I don't want to risk them falling down again, I don't want to use them as pallet storage. So I don't want to just like pile pallets, into the shelves again. So what I'm thinking about doing is like making these display shelves. So maybe taking some of my like favorite palettes and then, just kind of putting them up in there. So I can maybe put, 2 or 3 palettes in here, 4, maybe 5, like maybe just, seasonal palettes, favorite palettes for a particular season, holiday, stuff like that, and just use them strictly as display instead of storage. So this is my dilemma. If I do decide that that's what I'm going to do, right, I'm not going to store anything on here. I now have to figure out what am I doing with my palettes, where am I going to put them at? Right now, I currently have them in the 3 bottom drawers and this little shelf over here. I do not want to get another set of these little drawers. You know how it goes. You buy more storage, you're tempted to fill them up. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy another set. I had considered at one point getting another set of these little drawers, like a taller ones, maybe taller, thinner, specifically for my palettes. But like I said, I don't want to be tempted to fill the drawers up because I have more storage. And as far as I'm concerned, I have enough storage right now. I just have to kind of figure it out. But that's basically where I'm at. If I don't use the shelves in the wall for storage, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my palettes. This right here, this is where my daughter is currently storing her makeup. Please excuse the mess. They had to come in and repair the ceiling. There was like a big leak and there was a big old hole in the ceiling. They had to fix that. So everything is kind of a wreck right now, but this is where she currently stores her makeup. What I'm thinking about doing is getting something like this and maybe using it to put my skincare in, because as you know, right now, all my skincare is in those baskets on the shelf. And I figure if I can have something like this, then I can move the skincare into storage like this and then maybe use that to put my palettes on instead. So basically, I'd have to figure out how to redo these shelves, but ideally, if I can figure that out, then I can just do my palettes on the shelves like books, like maybe do or use like the top two shelves strictly for my palettes and then the bottom shelves for like storing something else. So that's kind of where my mind is at the moment. But then comes the dilemma of where am I going to store the little plastic thing that I have the skincare in. So yeah, there's a lot that I have to think about. I could possibly sit it over here in this area because it won't be like super wide, so it should fit like in this area perfectly. Our bathroom and the master bathroom, it is so tiny. Like there's literally no room in there. I would not be able to put, anything like that in our bathroom. At one point, I considered the possibility of putting the bookshelf over here. Now that is also a possibility. I can move the bookshelf, put it on this area right here, because as you can see, this wall is pretty much, empty, and then putting the plastic storage unit in this corner, and then I can move my box lights over and have a little more storage over here for this. I don't know. Like I said, it's something that I'm going to have to slowly just kind of figure out what I'm going to do. My husband gets off of work at I think 5. We were already planning on going to the Dollar Tree, so I guess, when he gets off, we'll just have to run by Walmart. I'll go by there first and see what they have as far as storage. I should be able to get the little plastic storage unit from Walmart itself, but I don't know if they're going to have the anchor supports for the shelves. I might have to run over to Home Depot to check to see if I can find those. I guess it's kind of a good thing in a way. I have been wanting to kind of revamp this area for a while now. And I guess this kind of gives me an excuse to go on ahead and do the remodeling, redecorating, moving everything around, kind of see what I'm going to do to kind of make this work. I guess whenever my husband gets here, we head to Walmart, Home Depot, wherever we go, I will show you what's there, what's available, and then I guess just kind of show you the process of what I'm doing, and then ultimately what the space ends up looking like, because at this moment right now, I really have no idea. It has been almost a week since I filmed the first part of this vlog. It is Saturday, July 1st. Several days later. It doesn't usually take me this long to finish a vlog, or there's not usually this much time in between, parts, but it's just been a very, very busy week. There was a whole lot of stuff going on. There were a couple of nights during the week where I did not sleep well at all. I did mean to come back on Sunday after we got back from the store to show you what organizers I picked up, if any, and what I decided to do, and how I decided I was going to kind of put everything together. When we got home, it was late. I was exhausted. I was wiped. I didn't realize how much tension I had in my back and my neck from the shelves falling off the wall. I mean, I was pretty tired. My mind was just wiped, and I said, you know what? We're going to call it a night. I'm not going to get on camera. I'm not up to doing that right now. So we just made dinner. And then my husband and I sat on the couch and we binged a little bit of The Last of Us with Pedro Pascal. Oh my God, that series is so good. And I love Pedro. Anything with Pedro in it, I'm going to watch. I just adore that man. It's an intense series. It does get kind of gruesome in some parts. So if that's something that you can't handle, then it might be a little bit too much for you. It is based on a video game. I have not played the video game myself. I'm not really a gamer or anything, but the series is really good. We started it a week ago on Saturday and we finished it on Tuesdays. 9 episodes. So good. Such a fantastic series. But yeah, that's what we ended up doing. And then pretty much the rest of the week, I just spent, reorganizing the bookshelf and just some other things that I made changes on. It's one of those situations where, yes, I was stressed, not happy about the floating shelves falling off the wall and all that. But it did turn out to kind of be a good thing in that it pushed me and motivated me to finally do the things that I said that I wanted to do for a while, which is, reorganize the shelves on the wall. The bookshelf I've completely redone. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. I'm really happy with the way that it looks. I was able to move, my backup skincare, my backup, body care products, all that into a different place. So now the bookshelf is completely reconfigured. I did consider filming the process itself, but once again, I was pretty tired. There was a lot going on, and I just wanted to be able to just focus on getting it done. I was just not in the mindset of setting a camera up to do it, especially because there was a lot going on. There was a lot of back and forth from the bookshelf to the bed to the bathroom and just all over the place. And it just would have been a lot to try to, film. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to worry about setting up the camera. I'm just going to get this done and then show you guys what it looks like. Now, the way that it looks right now, it's not going to like stay this way. It will probably change, but for now, this is what's working for me. Let me show you guys what we ended up using to reattach the shelves, because as you know, they fell. There were some holes in the wall, the anchors that came with the shelves. I mean, they've been up there for a couple of years, but I guess they just finally had it with the weight of the pallets that were up there. These are from Toggler. We picked these up from Lowe's. We looked at Walmart first. I did get some organizers from Walmart, which I'll show you that I used for something else, but they didn't have the right anchors. These are mini self-drilling ones. At first, I was thinking that we were going to have to spackle in the holes that were already existing, from the previous shelves and then put new ones up for these. But the anchors, as you can see, they're a lot wider. So I ended up not having to do new holes. We were able to screw these. We get to focus directly into those holes, and the screws that came with the shelves they already had fit into these really well, which I like. So these are like in the wall. They are sturdy. They are not coming out. It says they hold up to 65 pounds, but I am not taking any chances. I'm no longer using those shelves for storage. I'm using them for display, and I will show you that right now so you can see what I did. All right, so this is what these shelves are looking like now, and you guys, I am so happy with how they came out. This top shelf, this one you don't ever really see on camera. You really only see the bottom two, but aesthetically, I'm just loving the way that it looks. I have my butterfly picture in the background, and then my Glamlight palette, my Profusion, this is the Artistry Portfolio, and then my Blends palette from Blend Bunny. As you guys know, I like to keep that one out at all times, and it's usually over here, but I felt like it was kind of taking up a space. I like to have 6 palettes out at one time, and it was taking up one of the slots. So this way, by having it up here, it's technically out at all times, but it's not taking up any space on the vanity. And then my Tiny Marvels palette, this was the collaboration from Mel Thompson and Sydney Grace. Mel Thompson, God bless her soul. As you guys know, she passed away early last year, and she is still missed in the beauty community. She was a beacon of light, just a wonderful person. Moving on to the second shelf, we have my Mulan PR box. This was the collaboration between ColourPop and the live action Mulan, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't really like the live action. I feel like the animated one was so much better. They could have done so much more with that live action version. It just wasn't very good in my opinion, but the collaboration was wonderful. Everything came in this box. It opens up trifold. I still have all the products that came with it. If you have been with me for a while and been following me, you know that I absolutely love Mulan. She is my favorite Disney princess of all time. So I was very, very excited when I saw that ColourPop was collaborating with Disney for a Mulan collection. In my opinion, it is one of the best collections, not just with Disney, but period, that ColourPop has ever done. I also have up here, this is the outer carton, the packaging that the eyeshadow palette came in for the Trixie Mattel Kimchi Chick collaboration. I originally had the palette up here. This is what the palette is looking like, but as you can see, the faces kind of changed, which is really, really freaking cool. But I was just picturing I'm filming a sit-down video and you just see like this little fluttering in the background. So I thought it'd be better just to have the outer carton. Kimchi Chick and Trixie Mattel are two of my favorite queens of life. And then moving on to the third shelf, this one is going to be kind of like my holiday seasonal display shelf. I'm sure I'll do the same thing up here. Keep in mind, I have not filmed the eyeshadow collection part of my collection series, so I'm sure when I get that done, this could possibly change. We will just have to see. This is just kind of how I have it set up for the moment. The first thing I have on the bottom shelf, this is my Mulan palette that came from Hot Topic. I think this one is just absolutely freaking beautiful, and the formula on the inside, it still performs the way it did when I first bought it. This one is the Oh Honey collaboration. This was between Trixie Mattel and Sugar Pill. And then I just decided to pull out a couple palettes that kind of have a summery feel to them. This is the Cartagena Mexica palette from Nomad, and then the Limoncello palette from ColourPop. Moving on to the bookcase, as you can see, I have completely reconfigured and changed this out, you guys. I am so happy with it. The top shelf, oh my God, it was so freaking dirty. Like, I don't remember when the last time was that I cleaned up there. I took everything down and it was just dusty. It was filthy. So I had to clean that up, wipe that down. What used to be up here was my giveaway basket or giveaway box, which is now on the bottom shelf. And then I had a small basket with some hair stuff in it, and then a big basket that had headbands. I went through all of my headbands, and this is pretty much what I have left. I used to be like really big in headbands, so like I had a big basket up there. They gotten so dusty and dirty, so I just kind of went through. I kept the plastic ones because I do like to kind of pull my hair back with those, and there were a couple of them that were kind of pretty, and then the rest were ones that my daughter gave me, and so I kept the ones that she gifted me. These other two baskets, this is my filming stuff. So I have my external hard drive in here, and then like my little small like tabletop tripod and stuff like that. That's what's up in here, batteries, things like that. And as you can see, the top shelf, this has now become palette storage, and I'm loving the way this is looking. It's one of those things that I thought about doing for a while, but I had all my backup stuff up here, and I just didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But as you can see, it looks good. Once again, this will change after I do my palette collection video. There'll be like different palettes up here in different order, but I just like the fact that I can see them now like books, so I can see what the palettes are just kind of looking at the sides of them. This is much easier than when they were, over there on the hanging shelves. The second shelf, this is now, or it used to be on the top shelf, but these are the baskets that I'm using for stuff that I'm filming with. I moved my little divider shelf in here, so anything in these baskets I'm going to be filming videos with. I have the Nutrace Luce palette in here. I still need to film with that one. I haven't even done swatches or anything. This is that new makeup from Shop Missy. I don't know if I mentioned it, but that's the look that I'm wearing right now. No idea when that video is going to go up. And then these are all the cream and liquid blushes that I still need to film with. All of these over here are mirrors that came with makeup collections that I've ordered. Don't really use them, but I like the mirrors, so we're keeping them in here. This shelf I'm really excited about. These two baskets, I'm going to eventually get different storage for them. For now, they do work, but I will be changing this up eventually. The left basket, this is all of the blush, highlighters, face palettes that are in my archive. As I mentioned before, the archive basically are products that I bought that I specifically got because I just really like the collection, like the genre and all that. And they're not products that I use very much at all, and I didn't want them like in the main collection with the products that I will be pulling from my Shop Mustache on a regular basis. But of course, I don't want to get rid of them either. So I thought this is a good way for me to, have them someplace, not in the immediate collection. These are like little lippies that came out of collections. These Sailor Moon ones, these are so expired. But once again, I got them for the packaging, so of course I'm going to keep them. The basket on the right, this is for my archive eyeshadow palettes. And once I finish filming the eyeshadow palette collection video, I will be pulling some that will go in here. Foundations are still in the same place. I like to eventually put them in a drawer or something where I can lay them flat, but I'm not there yet. I don't really have the space or room to move them, so they're still here. The bottom two shelves are basically just for storage. So I have extra storage baskets and stuff here, and the same thing on the bottom. This is my giveaway stuff, and you guys, that whole basket is full. So once we get to 2,000 subscribers, we're going to be splitting this stuff up in there between 2 to 4 giveaway winners, so keep that in mind. So that's everything that I've done in here as far as the bookcase and the display shelves. I'm going to take you into the hallway bathroom now and show you how I decided to reorganize and store all of my backup products. So backup skincare, makeup, not makeup, well, some makeup products, body care, and stuff like that. All right, so this is the hallway bathroom. My daughter's elephant shower curtain. Like I said, she loves elephants. All right, so this is the storage that I decided to go with for my backups. I got this from Walmart. I think this was in some of that B-roll footage that I showed in the middle. On the top, this is where all of my nail care products are. This I'm definitely going to be changing eventually, but for now, it works. We're going to start here and then start on the bottom. I was hoping to find something else like this, but unfortunately they didn't have any. The only thing they had was the ones that were just like the bottom 3 shelves, but I didn't want that, or bottom 3 drawers. But I did like the kind of faux wicker looking one, so I got one with the 3 drawers and then a smaller one to go on top. So starting from top to bottom, this is where I have like, these are like little mini masks that didn't really fit anywhere else. I went ahead and put all my backup mascaras in here. These are my body makeups, like some lip masks and stuff like that. The second drawer is beauty tools. Most of the stuff in here is for cleaning my makeup brushes, but I also have some combs and some other things in here as well. This bottom drawer, this is all hair stuff. A lot of the stuff was what I had in that basket on top of the bookcase, but it fits perfectly in here. There's rubber bands in here. It's a Nintendo 3DS container. My daughter likes to use this for rubber bands. Bobby pins are in here, and then these are all like hair elastics. Moving on to this area. The top shelf, this is all hair products. There are a couple of face products in here. I don't know why I put this in here. Hold on, let me move this to the second drawer. But everything in here is mostly hair care, so it involves the hair. That's what is in here. This is a laundry bag. I need to move that too. Second drawer, this is all backup skincare. Let me throw these in here. These are sheet masks. So I have toners, cleansers, I have sheet masks, treatment products, all that stuff is in here. I was very excited to be able to move things off the shelf. Like, there was no reason for them to be out all the time because I don't use them all the time. They're just backups. And then this bottom one, this is all of my body care in here. So lotions, body scrubs, body washes, extra little exfoliating washcloths. That's everything that's in here. While we're in here, let me go ahead and show you my daughter's makeup area. I've never showed you guys this, but while I was cleaning this, I went ahead and reorganized this too. I mentioned in the first part of the video that they had to come in and fix the ceiling. There was like a hole in it and water was coming down. They finally finished that, so we were finally able to kind of get everything back in order. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to take the time and just kind of reorganize the stuff because this was a mess. The shelf, this was so dirty. There was so dust everywhere, and it was just chaos. It was just chaotic. So I went ahead and redid this part too. Up here is all of my daughter's makeup brushes. A good 90% of what my daughter has, she got from me. Either they were from previous declutters or like little collections that I just bought her here and there. But this is all of her makeup brushes. These are some face products. She has face spray, foundations, setting sprays, primer. She likes to keep her sponges in this little Hello Kitty container. Lip products, y'all, she loves lip products. Her lips tend to get dry, so she likes to have a lot of balms and stuff to go on her lips. In this top drawer, in here is lip glosses and lip oils. And we have liquid lipsticks here and in here. In this drawer, these are all like tinted balms. These are like chapsticks, lip balms. These are like lipsticks in bullet form. And then in here, these are all of her lip masks and lip scrubs. In this drawer, this is her highlighter drawer. As you can see, she has a lot. Like I said, most of these products came from my declutters. In the front here, these are face powders and her bronzers. And this drawer is her blush. She's got a bunch of blushes back there. And then these are all of her like single eyeshadows. And then she has some face glitters and some like shadow sticks and stuff that's in here. You should have seen these drawers, guys, before. It was a complete and total wreck. In this drawer are all eyeshadow palettes except what's back there. Those are her face palettes. We have eyeshadow palettes in here, eyeshadow palettes in here, and then these are just like, makeup bags and stuff. This area over here, this is mostly like hair care stuff. Up here we have her body sprays, deodorant, a couple more little hair things. This is, I don't even know what this is for. This little glove. Most of these are like sheet masks and stuff. This is all little like hair care serums, things like that. These baskets, these are what I used to have some of my backups in on my shelf, but since, I was able to move some things around, these baskets became empty. So now we have her headbands, we have her bonnets, and then these are all scrunchies. And then on the bottom shelf, all hair care stuff, and then brushes. I guess I'll show you what's over here as well. Her eyelashes. And here, I don't know what it is. They have been like playing with Orbeez all over the place. These are all face products. Mascara, eyebrow products. She loves mascaras and eyebrow gels and stuff like that. These are all eye and lip pencils. These are combs. And then down here is just a bunch of random tools. And then her dirty brushes and sponges. My dirty brushes and sponges need to be washed. And then these are just like random skincare and stuff like that. And we are finally finished with this vlog a week later. That, guys, that is how I have reorganized everything. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I really did enjoy redoing everything. While I'm not happy that the shelf fell off the wall, it did, like I said, motivate me to get all this done finally. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, you're not already subscribed. Once again, we do have the 2,000 subscriber giveaway going, so please consider joining the little family. Make sure you tap the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.